Hi, class of 2018. I just want to say that there are a lot more people here than when I was practicing in the mirror in my bathroom. But as Mr. Kostick said, I'm Amika Silverman. I'm one of your valedictorians. And if you didn't know, they only call us that because nerd who speaks at graduation doesn't quite flow off the tongue so smoothly. I never really quite wrapped my head around the logic behind a valedictory. I guess since I got good grades for 4 years, somehow I have the credentials to tell 300 people how to live. And we're all the same age too, so it's not even like I have more experience at being alive. I don't think I have any actual qualifications to speak right now. But now that I've completely torn my credibility to shreds, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So sit back, relax, and listen intently as a nerdy, somewhat funny Jewish kid tells you what he thinks he knows about the world. If it's really that hard to pay attention to me, pretend I'm a famous comedian or something, but please not Bill Cosby. I really don't want to be him. For the past 12 years, our lives have revolved around the responsibilities and activities that come with being a student. And now we're told that it's just over. We did our time, we never have to come back. We've been anticipating this moment for years, yet now that we've reached this point, it seems difficult to just end the chapter here. Penn has been the setting of some of our greatest experiences for over a decade. We felt joy and misery, comfort and pain, love and hatred, hope and grief. We've succeeded terrifically and failed spectacularly. As I stand before you right now, I can say I'm met with all of these emotions, and I'm torn. How do I leave this place in which I have been so emotionally invested for a new experience, new setting, new faces, and a new routine? It's scary. Personally, I'm absolutely terrified of what comes next. I guess we just have to trust that when the future comes, we'll have the courage to attack it head on. Courage is actually an interesting concept. From a young age, we're spoon-fed superhero stories which assert that the only way to display courage is through fearless heroism. First of all, in order to exhibit bravery in real life, one must have a fear to conquer. Superheroes have no fear, so are they really displaying the same courage that we all need daily? Secondly, many superheroes possess alter egos. If you feel embarrassed, which tends to happen a lot in high school, you can't just retreat back to your identity of Peter Parker and pretend like nothing happened. True courage is being yourself every day and standing up for what you believe in, even in the face of adversity and judgment. The people who lose a loved one but carry on through the grief, the first generation high school graduates, those who come out to their parents, the students who are not afraid to be different as long as they get to be themselves. They're the real heroes. We're all the Black Panthers, the Wonder Womans, and the Thors of our own stories. Look at the students in Parkland. They're modern-day superheroes. I'd like to think I could react the same way as them, but to become the face of an entire movement, especially after such a tragic event, takes a ton of guts. I'm telling you, this is a great time to be our age. It seems as if so much bad is happening in the world, and there is, sure, but I feel like it often overshadows the good. Our generation is at the forefront of a good many of these movements, demanding change as if we have nothing left to lose. And we don't. We're the future of this country. If we don't have the courage to demand change, who will? Today it's gun control, tomorrow climate change, and who knows, maybe someday it'll be a big purple alien attempting to destroy life as we know it. Maybe then we can leave it up to the inventors, but until that day, inspiring change is still our responsibility. In Judaism, we have a phrase, tikkun olam, that means world repair. The idea of tikkun olam refers to the acts of repair by human beings with an emphasis on acts of social responsibility in order to fix what is wrong in the world. I have always been intrigued by this, not only because I hope to make a positive impact on the world myself, but because every individual has a unique idea of what needs repair. If we can all muster the courage to work together towards the betterment of Earth, then there's nothing we cannot do. We all know it'll be difficult, but when has anything worth doing been easy? To conclude, I'll leave you with a quote by a Shuri from Black Panther. Just because something works doesn't mean it can't be improved. As you enter this next chapter of your lives, I only ask that you find the courage within yourselves to improve our world and not conform to the opinions of others at the expense of progress. Be yourself. Be different. Different's good. I think I'm done talking now. I deeply apologize for not including a cliche hall sweep joke. Maybe next time. Mr. Kostick, you lucked out tonight. But before I conclude, I just want to thank my family, friends, teachers, and the rest of the Penn Hills community for molding me into the man I am today. Thanks especially to my fellow valedictorians and the entire class of 2018. You guys are all awesome. I love you all. Thank you and good night.